The stories shared on the Busy Baddies are submitted by real listeners and are intended for entertainment and discussion purposes only. To protect the privacy of everyone involved, all names, companies, and identifying details have been changed or omitted. Any resemblance to real people or events are purely coincidental. We believe in keeping it real while keeping it respectful. Thank you for sharing your experiences and for trusting us to spill the tea with care.
When the lights go low and the real work begins, this is the Busy Baddies.
Where assistants come uncensored, the stories get spicy, and the corporate filter, Control Alt Delete.
I'm Michelle, EA to the CEO of a Fortune 150 company.
And I'm Mel, former C Suite EA turned admin rebel.
And we're here to talk about the real stuff, the stories that never make it to the all hands meeting.
Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Hello, baddies, and welcome to Thanksgiving week.
I know. I can't believe it's already that time of year.
It has blown my mind how fast
Yes.
the years go.
Yes.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, but I also like this time of year, which kind of segues into what we're going to talk about today, which is I think it is a great time to reflect on things that you're thankful for, ways that maybe you could be more thankful,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some things that you take for granted in your life that you have that is maybe a blessing or people that are a blessing.
Yeah.
So I think today we're just going to get in touch with our softer side.
Oh, you know, every once in a while, I think it's good to kind of step back and
Ag-
just
Agreed.
reach out to our inner self and
Yes.
reflect and be thankful for the lives we have.
Yeah. So today I think we're going to get into, just thinking back through the years of people that we have worked for, that have changed our lives, um, been super helpful in ways they never realized, whether it be gave you an opportunity or a chance
Yeah.
at a shot at something that you never thought you'd have a shot at. So
Yeah, I always love the stories where your leader believes in you maybe a little more than you believe in yourself.
yes,
And
yes,
that's an incredible
it is.
support system to have.
It is. It's like I
Mm.
always used to say, if I could give people the gift of seeing themselves through my eyes,
Yeah.
because I think you always are going to be self-critical. You're always going to think you're not good enough or you're not capable of something, but it's the gift that someone can give you of seeing through the lens that they see of possibility of
Yeah.
all the other things. So,
Right.
hopefully all of you that are listening, you have been touched by someone in some way that you've worked for, whether it be a kind word, a gesture. So yeah, we're just going to get into it. So,
Nice.
you have any stories to share about how either a leader gave you a chance or, did something in a huge way that you could never repay or
Yeah, I do. Thinking back and reflecting when we were kind of discussing topics
Mhm.
and with the Thanksgiving season and then Christmas right around the corner. This was many years ago. I was in a not so healthy
Mhm.
relationship.
Been
Trigger
there.
warning.
Been
Yeah,
there.
trigger warning
Yeah.
for anybody.
Yeah. All you females out there know what she's talking about.
Yeah, just and it's crazy because I mean 5+ years in a relationship, and it's one of those things where everybody else can see it, but you
Mhm.
are just so
Blind.
blind to it.
Mhm.
And it had been years of emotional abuse,
Mhm.
verbal abuse.
Yep.
I was really getting isolated from my family and
Yeah.
didn't really, I guess, step back
Mm.
enough to see what was going on. And I remember my boss at the time. got a promotion,
Mhm.
and I wasn't with them very long, maybe a year and a half, if that. And I remember after they got that promotion, they had handed me an envelope and
Mhm.
said, when you get home, open this. Didn't think
Yeah.
anything of it. Went home and opened the envelope, and it was a check for $1,000.
Wow.
And in the little memo, it had just said, do something for yourself,
Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
case may be.
Yep.
And after years of kind of really thinking like
Mhm.
this is what my life is going to be like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of just settling and
Mhm.
not really having the financial means to get out of the
Mhm.
relationship. And I think a lot of people probably struggle with this,
Yep.
where you just feel stuck.
Sure.
So when I received that gift, I had secretly reached out to a few coworkers that I had known, and some that were in a different company,
Mhm.
just trying to use my network to find a new place to live, because I
Yeah.
figured this was the opportunity to
Mhm.
get myself and my son out of that
Yeah.
awful relationship.
Yeah.
And luckily, I feel that we were both at the time, my partner at the time, I think we both understood that it
Mhm.
probably was the end of our road. So it wasn't necessarily bad.
Sure.
So it was amicable. Um, and he actually helped, me move out. And I think
Wow.
we both kind of just
Yeah.
knew that this was probably the best for us.
Yeah.
I don't think that they probably even realized
Mhm.
the abuse,
Yeah.
that they were doing. And
Yeah.
I just remember thinking over the years, and this is so awful to say out loud, but I just remember thinking, like, why can't you just hit me?
Yeah.
Because then it would be so much easier
And
to
hurt far
leave.
less.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then, like, you really know, like, "Okay, I can
Yep.
go
Yep.
because
Yep.
you physically abused me," and
And you gave me a reason.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
gave me the reason,
Yeah.
and kind of like that was the permission that, you can
Right.
kinda give
Right.
yourself to
Right. Right.
leave.
Yep.
And like I said, I mean, after 5 years, I mean, that's a very, very
Mhm.
big thing to leave. And so I'm thankful that it never got physical,
Mhm.
but sometimes I feel like that verbal and emotional abuse
Oh, yeah.
kind of is harder
Yes.
to get through, to
Yes.
overcome. I mean, still to this day, and my husband and I will be celebrating our 9th anniversary, but there are still
Mhm.
things that I hold, that can kind of be
Sure.
triggering.
Mhm.
So that gift of my boss completely changed my life.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I don't even know if she really understands like what that gift did,
Yeah.
because it changed my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. There's, you know, and I think things happen to us for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that relationship for you maybe was a growth opportunity and
Yeah.
to help you realize what you didn't want
Mm-hmm.
ever again. And the fact that you chose better for you and your son,
Mm-hmm.
like kudos to you for having the strength to like step out on that. Because as a female, that is tough. Like you do feel stuck because I think especially if you're in that situation, you are made to feel like the lesser than of the two. And I agree with you. I also have been in very unhealthy relationships in the past. And I think I even verbalized exactly what you said. Why don't you just hit me?
Right.
because I had the same thought of like, man, this is just relentless on my soul, on
Right.
my
Yeah.
self-worth. Like, I really wish it would just be a get it over with type of
Right.
situation. So I identify with that, and I guarantee you more people listening identify than what you could ever
Oh,
imagine,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, so if you're ever in a position, um and the isolation was probably
Oh,
the most
terrible.
crazy thing that I
Mhm.
didn't even like, at the time, I didn't even realize
Yeah.
what was happening,
Yep.
and I remember going home because obviously my home is in Michigan where my family is, where I was born and
Mhm.
raised, and I would remember, like, going home for Thanksgiving or
Mhm.
whatever holiday it happened to be, and it was nonstop calling, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
"What why do you
Control.
keep bothering me?"
Mhm.
Like, I'm
Yep.
at my parents'
Yeah.
house, like, literally sitting and just visiting, not
Yeah.
even going out with friends,
Yeah.
and at the time, you just think, "Boy, they must really love and care about me
Yeah.
because, like, they can't live without me," but it was
Wrong. Yeah.
absolutely not the case.
Yeah, that was obviously before Life 360 or Find
Right.
My Friends.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a control mechanism,
Yeah.
right? Like, but there is a reason in my mind, I think about things this way. To me, there's a reason that that was laid on your boss's heart
Mhm.
to give you that money, not knowing
Yeah.
how much you needed that in order to be empowered enough to make a
Yeah.
choice. So, I mean, I think that it was laid on that person's heart for a reason. And little, I mean, and have you ever shared that with them?
I believe so, but I don't think it was in the full
Yeah.
context,
Yeah.
of all
Yeah.
of the details and how bad the relationship actually
Right.
was for me.
Right.
And then obviously all of the guilt of knowing
Sure.
what I like put my son through
Mhm.
at the time,
Sure.
just seeing an extremely unhealthy
Yeah.
relationship, and it's crazy, and I'm sure there's many women out there that
Mhm.
have no idea what, like, a normal relationship is
No.
because, we're just kind of okay with how
Mhm.
we get treated
Yeah.
sometimes by men. I mean, not to go in
Right.
in
This
some
isn't
in some crazy topics, but,
Yeah.
it's the truth,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
never looked back after that day.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, we're getting in touch with our softer side, but we're not gonna bash men
No.
necessarily in this
No, not at all.
episode. But
And, they are remarried as
well,
well,
that's great.
and so I just hope that, they're better. I
Yeah.
know I am,
Yeah.
so
That's great.
mhm.
Yeah, reflecting and thinking about recording this week, I'm thinking about, in all the many ways that I have worked for some amazing leaders and
Mhm.
some total turds.
Mhm.
But the amazing ones by far stick out the most. And being thankful for, you know, bosses that turned into friends or
Yeah.
bosses that turned into family or, um, you know, leaders that became mentors or
Yeah.
sponsors for me. Um, obviously there is financial aspects that bosses, are so inclined to do when they know situations, and I think I have always tried to be a pretty transparent, open and honest person with my leaders because I feel like I am going to show up for work based on how my personal life is going anyway. So
Yeah.
in order for them to, understand, I've always been very transparent with, things are hard at home or, this is going on or my spouse lost their job or one of the kids was, ill and we didn't have the money to do this. Like,
Right.
I've always tried to be transparent and not even from a respect of wanting anything in return, but just saying, "Hey, if I seem a little off,
Right.
it's probably because X, Y, and Z is going on." So, I have had leaders that have been so gracious at times to say, would it help if I paid off your house, or if
Wow.
I,
Yeah.
you know, you show up to a meal with them and they give you a box of hundreds, or
Right.
I mean, to say that I have been blessed in so many ways. I don't
Yeah.
want to discount one leader, but over the next. But I think as far as a profession, we get more than we give in
Yeah.
some ways,
Mhm.
especially if it's the right leader.
Yeah.
Some leaders are going to take that for granted. Some people are not going to appreciate it. Some people are not going to give you gifts. They're not going to offer to give you a big sack of money,
Right.
come the holidays. But I think each leader brings their own respective thing to be
Yeah.
thankful for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wanted to ask it's just popped into my head, and I
Mhm.
wonder if you feel this way also, because my husband obviously has a job and a
Mhm.
boss,
Yep.
and it's one of those things where he and I often talk about, like, the relationship with my boss
Mhm.
compared to his bosses over the year. And so I'd like to get your take also, if you agree with this, but I think as executive assistants,
Mhm.
because we're just so integrated in the life of our leaders,
Yep.
that I would imagine that that relationship is very
Mhm.
different from a normal boss
Yes.
employee work relationship, if you will.
Yes.
I mean, do you agree
Yes.
with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think it's a couple different dynamics. I think it is a proven fact that men are not good at fostering friendships.
Mm,
So to them, it's not that nurturing side that they have of wanting to nurture it and to make it grow into something more than that. Um, and I think us as EAs, we have such servants' hearts
yeah.
that we automatically are a little bit more receptive to opening up to them on a different level. Whereas I feel like men would see that as a weakness,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, because my husband, similarly, he has never really understood the relationships that I've had with my bosses,
Yeah.
especially the ones that I've been close to.
Right.
I still talk to three of them on a very regular basis. Two of them, I can go visit any of their homes. I always have a place to stay. If my life was to go up in flames tomorrow, I know unequivocally I could run to them. I could live with them. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that I could count on them like I could count on my own parents.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah,
I
it
love that.
is. And it's, and there has been times that I have been invited to family things along with their children.
Yeah.
Not that I want to be like the adopted child, but it's
Right.
like, no, you're part of the family. Like
Yeah.
that's always what I was
Yeah.
told by this one leader, and it was like it always felt so special because I was like, wow, what a privilege and an honor,
Right.
um, to just be a part of something that's so personal and close to them.
Yeah, it's special.
It is.
For those of you out there, let us hear your thankful story.
Yeah.
What has your boss or leader
Yeah.
done for you that
Mhm.
maybe you weren't expecting,
Yeah.
changed your life in some way?
Yep.
Um, and anything. We'd love to hear what our fellow EAs um, were able to kind of go through with that helping hand of their
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah. And if you're a boss out there, I think too, don't discount the small gestures that you
Mhm.
can do because again, circling back to what you started with, a bonus to them may be something so trivial, but that could end up being a life raft
Yeah.
to someone, whether it be $500. Maybe they can't afford groceries and they're going to a food pantry and you're going to give them a great Christmas.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you just never know what one act of kindness can do for somebody, and how much it can mean to them, even though it may be minuscule to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So thinking through the kind of thankful mindset, leaders changing lives, we change lives every day, obviously. Hair flip. But so one thing, what would you say is a life-changing moment that only an EA would understand?
Mm. Off the top of my head, I think of just the seat that we have
Mm,
at the table
mhm,
um, with a C suite, and it doesn't even have to be a C suite. I mean, I know in our company, we have such amazing leaders in every, I guess, like aspect of the word
mhm,
leader.
yep,
So it's not necessarily just the leadership team in general, but
mhm,
understanding that privilege that we have
mhm,
to see firsthand
yep,
how our leaders are giving day in and day out,
mhm,
just really pushing our company, our employees to the next level,
mhm,
and just really kind of owning that as their personal mission.
yeah,
And in a world that there is just so much craziness,
mhm,
so much outside
yeah,
influence, um, to be able to go to work every day and just know that these people are really leading from the heart.
mhm,
They
yep,
really want the best for us.
yep.
And maybe that's very cliche. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Um,
Mm-mm.
but to be able to just be a small part of that,
Mhm,
I feel really lucky.
yeah,
I don't take it for granted,
mm-mm,
but at the same time, you know, they're just people.
yeah,
And that's very weird to say
mhm,
because, we've been in this role now, specifically as CEO for going on 3 years. And
it was
I
crazy.
mean, just to see the growth
Mhm,
and the care and just watching my boss continue to just be
yep,
authentic and human and just really care
yep,
is pretty incredible.
yeah, and you've seen them evolve not only as a leader, but as a person too, like,
Yeah.
because how can you not? And I think in that, you also have grown and evolved as a person as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You aren't who you were when you originally started with them either. So in some ways, they kinda take you along on the journey,
Right.
and really teach you how to lead in some ways,
Yeah.
you know?
And I hope that everybody out there listening, can feel that
Mhm.
in their companies that they work for.
Yep.
Um, I know that there's not great places to
Mhm.
work around the world, and I understand that.
Yep.
But I think we have a pretty cool company.
We do.
Um, I've been thankful and have made some really, really great
Yep.
relationships.
Yep.
And I can't be more thankful for that.
Yeah, same. Same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you, Miss Melissa,
Okay.
what is one piece of advice a leader gave you that stuck in your bones and you still carry, you still
Mhm.
use
Yeah.
throughout your life?
I feel like I refer to this leader all the time, probably because she was just such an impact. But I still can remember the gold top, like, jacket that she had on, brown pants, standing in our lobby in our downtown headquarters, giving a speech to a group of young kids.
Mm,
And I remember that she made this statement about, because she was talking about resilience and facing challenges head on and, how important it is. And she said, If I can leave you with one piece of parting advice, I would say be the buffalo.
Mm?
And I'm like,
What does
did
that mean?
she like just short out
Yeah.
or like what does that mean?
Yeah.
And she said that the metaphor, and it's true. So cows will run from a storm. Buffaloes, however, charge to the center because they get through the storm quicker.
Mm.
So she said, and she gave that metaphor. She explained buffaloes run to the storm to get through it and to be in the eye and to find the calm and the peace. Um, you know, that if you face your challenges head on instead of running away from them, you're going to make it through quicker. You're going to be better for it. So I think for me, I always, when I come to something that's hard, I'm like, just be the buffalo. Like,
Yeah.
just
Don't avoid
run
it.
straight
Yeah.
to it, face it head on, and come whatever may, you're going to make it out alive.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be something that has constantly resonated in my mind.
Yeah. And what a cool kind of thing to hold that
Mm-hmm.
you can literally apply
Yeah.
just about every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, it doesn't have to be scary.
Mhm.
It's running away from it and not, just having the confidence to know that you're resilient enough to make it through the storm.
Yeah.
So it was like I always, and I'm sure even when I have repeated that to people, like just be the buffalo. They're like,
Mhm.
"What the hell are you talking
Yeah.
about?"
Yeah.
So it's I think just, I have been so blessed with such great leaders. Um some far greater than others, but I really truly deeply am thankful for a profession um of where I have met fabulous women. I
Mhm.
have became really good friends with people. I have interacted with some really important people in my life and people that I've supported. I'm just thankful for the opportunities, the experiences, um, the lens that I got to see things through, the places that I've got to travel. Opportunities to even as simple as eat at restaurants that I would never pay that much money to eat at. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
just the experiences that I have had
Yeah.
have just truly enriched my life, I
Yeah.
would say.
That's incredible. Thank you
Yes.
for sharing.
Yeah. So now I think we're gonna play a game. Are you ready for a
Yeah,
game?
let's get a little more,
A little
it's
fun.
yeah,
We haven't
let's
done teen time for a while. So we're gonna play thank you or no thank you.
Oh, okay.
Keeping in the theme of being thankful.
All
So we
right.
will read that one of us will read a scenario and the
Okay.
other will reply thank you or no thank you.
All right.
So let's see here. A leader who emails at 5 a.m.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm an early
I'm an early bird
bird.
too.
Yeah, so that's totally
Yes.
fine with me.
Yes.
Actually, it doesn't matter what time you email me. I mean, I'm either going to be on or I'm
That's
not, and
right.
I don't think too much about it.
Yes. Yes.
So
Thank you for not using delayed send.
yeah, I just as long as you're not texting.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for using email. All
Uh,
right. Leader who actually knows how to use
Thank
Teams.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. One less thing I have to teach somebody. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A leader who cries in one-on-ones.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Not for me. Oh, that's too funny. Why thank you? Just because they're real and
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it now if it's just true emotion, but I mean,
Right.
if we're having some other sort of a meltdown,
Yeah.
which can also happen,
Yeah.
but I love that that is a respectful place,
Yeah.
um, and
Fair.
and they
Okay.
can
I switched my answer to
yeah.
thank you. I'm a crier. So to
Yeah,
me, I don't want to cry in a one-on-one and look weak at work. So I'd be
yeah,
like, why the hell did you make me cry?
yeah, I my boss and I have probably cried together,
Yeah.
separate,
Yeah.
one or the other,
Yeah.
and it's all happy tears.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be frustrating
Yeah.
tears,
Yeah.
but,
That's good. You guys
yeah,
can be that way with each other. That's awesome.
yeah, absolutely. All right, a leader who gives you their credit card without hesitation.
Thank you.
No, this doesn't say personal credit card.
No, because then I don't have to come fishing for it. Just give it to me up front so I can do what I was hired to do. A leader who remembers your birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
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 I will say, and I not to put anybody on blast here, but sometimes you just have to be the obvious one,
Yeah.
and not even just birthdays
Yeah.
specifically, but whether it's an anniversary, putting on the calendar, it's executive admin or
Yes, there's no
administration
shame in that.
day.
There's really
Like,
not. Nope.
don't don't expect that,
Yes.
throughout the busyness and the chaos of work life that they are going to remember everything.
Yes.
Although it is nice if
Yes.
once in a blue moon it is just remembered and you
Yes.
don't have to
Yes.
be
I
that
agree.
reminder.
I agree.
Leader who calls every meeting urgent.
No, thank you.
Absolutely no, thank
No,
you.
if you guys could see me rolling my eyes right now, you'd probably think I'm having a seizure. A leader who forwards you an email with zero context.
No, thank you. No,
This is
thank
like
you.
pet peeve a little bit.
Yeah.
A leader who genuinely champions your career.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Leader who loves a PowerPoint too much.
I mean, thank you and no thank you. Thank you for building a skill because I have had leaders like this. Um, because it's helped me get really good at PowerPoints, but
Yeah.
then no thank you because it is a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, that could be a mixed bag.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but
that was
yeah,
fun.
that was fun. Just a little something different from tea time, and just really thankful for the career that I had as an EA. Thankful for the wonderful people that I have had brought into my life by being an EA. Thankful that being an AA brought me this podcast.
Yes.
Thankful for places that I've worked that led me to you and us being fast friends now. Thankful to, I mean, just so many things. I always, and this is just a shameless, you know, thing that I'm going to say, but I always, every single night, the last year, I've tried to be intentional about because I felt for a while, I was like, man, nothing's going right. Like life is tough. Like, and I remember I read a book at the end of last year. So, I'm going to rant here for a second. So if you want to fast forward, go ahead. But last year I started it on January 1st of every year, writing down goals and prayers for the year. So I set 10 goals
Mm-hmm.
and then have like 5 things that I want that's going to be answered as a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, I read this book, and this person said, you can find 5 things every day that you're thankful for. So every night before I go to bed, I always lay there and say, thank you, Lord, for the sun shining today. Thank you for the ability to be able to work out. Thank you for my job that provides a home. Thank you for, you know, um, the amazing meal that I had last night for dinner. Or, I mean, just
Yeah.
it can be small things, but
Right.
I think when you try to always find something to be thankful for, you just become more grateful as a person. So,
Yeah, I think it sets for a positive mindset. You're
yes.
not focused so much on all
Yes.
of the negative things and
Yes.
can just really
Mhm.
appreciate
Yeah.
the little things,
Yes, which
which
is
is
what I wanted
a
to
great
do, and
deal.
it does
Yeah.
work. So, if you're struggling and you think that nothing's going right, life
Yeah.
is miserable, maybe just find one thing to be thankful for every day before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Say, "Thank you that I made it to and from the office home safely," because we all know there is some crazy drivers out there. But I mean, it can start with small things, but you will find yourself being thankful for very little
Yeah,
things.
absolutely. What
Yeah.
a way to reflect.
Yeah. So, we're thankful for you guys as well.
Yes. We could not be here without you. This has been so much
So
fun
much fun.
over the last couple
Mhm.
months.
Yep.
And we're just excited and thankful to have this little slice of
Yeah.
a podcast and
Yeah.
share our
Absolutely.
thoughts with all of you.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a good holidays.
Yes.
Enjoy time with your family. Be thankful. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. That's it for us today, bringing order to corporate chaos.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that follow button.
Yours truly, Melissa,
And Michelle,
the
the
Busy
Busy
Baddies.
Baddies.